You ready?
Ready. BC Canada Morels, eh?
This is day 52 in a row harvesting wild morel mushrooms in the Canadian bush. Today is our last harvest of the season, and we're about to get one of the worst cases of morel fever that we've ever had. In the last episode, we had an incredible harvest along a section of understory burn, and so we've come back to the same area to see what else we can find. I've spotted a long fire break that was cut through the green forest while the fire was being fought last summer. We're going to start off our day by checking here. Okay, here we are.
It feels like 3 or 4 degrees here.
Yeah, it's really cold up here. So we're going to check this out and just try to find where the understory is burned with the green top. Randy's going in over there. I'm just going to hop in here. We have radios and the GPS, but we don't know if the burn actually goes underneath all this green. It might be in little fingers and pockets. So we got to find those spots. It's loaded right there. Look at this. They're all perfect condition. Those are absolutely immaculate. Late June. What the heck? So I'm going a little bit deeper in here. That was just on the edge and it was loaded. What we have to do is find where it's crept into the understory. Right here, it looks like it has. Wow. Discovered a fireman's trail here I can kind of work off of. Gives me a nice line and a perimeter. We were the other day. Whoa. Have you ever seen fire cups like this? This is a lot. They're huge. Clustering fire cups. It's a carpet of orange. Crazy. So we've just come a little further down the road, like maybe 400 meters, and there's a number of these little spurs that were cut in to fight the fire. What we'll probably do to start the day here is just check each of these. Big grays starting here, and they look amazing. Wow. Tomentosa. Nice. Look at those. Those are nice. Grays and blondes starting here. We probably won't be here long enough to fully harvest this flush, but anything that's ready at the moment, I'm taking. Now that's a nice morel cluster. Look at this. Look at that. Morchella tomentosa. Wow, the leader. Wow. Whole stump is just loaded all the way around it. It's loaded here. They're just erupting out of the ground. Look at that one. That's a big one. There's blondes everywhere. Look at that mushroom. Randy has spotted a good stump, so I'm coming to help. Reinforcements. Yeah, that looks good.
All around the tree. Looking all the way around.
Blondie villages.
Oh, that one squeaked. I don't even want to go too close. Yeah, all the way through these bigger ones. There's lots of little ones.
Look at the big double walls too on that. Look at these. Stayed gray as they matured. And so the sunlight turns them blonde. You can see this one on the one side where it gets more sun was starting to turn blonde, and then on the shady side it's more gray. So it's kind of a rare thing when you get these mushrooms when they're a good size and they stay gray, because, you know, for a mushroom to grow fast, it needs sunlight, and therefore it starts to turn blonde. If they're large and they're gray, it means that the conditions on this burn have been really, really good for morel growth. And look at this brilliant shot right here. This is actually quite rare. So what you're seeing here is Morchella sexillata or exomia with Morchella tomentosa. And normally when this happens, when they grow next to each other like this, normally this species is already too mature. These are obviously a little bit further behind than these ones, but they're both still good. There you go, we'll leave the rest of those.
Look at that beautiful mushroom.
Wow. What the? Look at those. Look at that. These are so nice too. That was one of the nicest buckets I've picked all season. And we're just finishing loading up Randy's. Just these mushrooms are so healthy. They're big. Okay, we filled Randy's bucket with the extender. This one's just ridiculous how full I have it. I can just get my handle over the mushrooms. So we're gonna head back to the truck, unload these, and then I think this whole edge could have blondes because we kind of came down through it part way. So we got to check all of this. So we'll bring the packboard down and we can just sort of use the road as a packboard highway. Just under 3 baskets of blondes and grays. Gonna stash these in the truck with the conicas there and grab the packboard. Once we get down there, we're just gonna check all the edges where those stumps are. Okay, we put a little piece of wood on the road so we knew where we left off. I've just dropped my pack and I see a huge, perfect gray. That might be the nicest mushroom I've seen all season right there. Oh, that one's growing right out of the rocks. Wow. Look at these, eh? Look at the color on that one.
Nice.
See, this one's growing so fast it's almost black in the pits.
Nice.
Just been working down this road. I'm at half a bucket already. Randy's gonna continue down the road. I found a little fireman's trail, so I'm gonna go scout down here real fast. It looks like it opens up. That's a big blondie. Woo! That's huge. Size of that thing.
That's awesome.
We'll take her. Look at that beauty. Okay, so I'm almost full with the extender. I'm coming down here and it sort of tapered off and almost finished. Randy went up that way and he said he's loading up there. And then I was walking along and I realized, oh, well, the ground kind of ends on this side. And then I looked and I saw a fire break here going down the hill. And I just went down there on foot without the camera, without my bucket. And it is loaded and they're all like that. It's not a huge area, but I bet you there's 2 full buckets down there in just that little zone. It's unbelievable. All blondes. Some of them are a little over mature, like this one. It's still good, but it'll be B grade. But then a lot of them are pristine. Stashed a little over 2 baskets there. Had some lunch. Now we're heading back. I'm gonna go pick that crazy spot with Randy. There's 2 flushes in there, and the first flush is getting a little bit older. The Conica species and the greens, they usually will sort of blow out, especially the Conicas, when they get mature. And they can rot when they're in the ground, you can easily tell. But what's really interesting is those species can get worms really bad. The tomentosa, the gray and the blonde fire morel, very resilient to worms, and they get an algae on them when they get older, and they don't really blow out in the same way. I'm gonna stash my pack board right here at the Y between these 2 fire breaks. Randy's just coming down the hill. I'm gonna clean up this area, be really thorough, and then we'll go into that little clearing that I found. When you find a spot that has that many mushrooms, it's good for morale. Drop a pun in the comments. I thought I'd just check this side of the road while Randy walks down the hill, and it is loaded. Look at them. They're too old though, yeah. I'll show you just so you can see. It's a lot of mushrooms.
Down there, eh?
These ones, to show you, they get an algae on them. They have that spongy texture, so no good. Yeah, no good. There are still some good ones. I just have to be selective. Like, I think that one's still good. Yeah. There's this little clearing ahead of us. We're gonna see how many we can get in our 2 buckets, which are nearly empty, in just this little area here.
Nice, nice. Look at the clusters in there. Whoa!
Look over here.
Here are our feet.
Oh, look at these.
Holy! Nice village. Look at that big one.
Look at this big one. We'll pick that one right there. That's massive. The size of that thing, holy! Just ginormous morels. Crazy. Here's another huge one. Well, there's two here. We'll get the big one first. Morels just bubbling out of the ground. Huge. Going in the extender already. We've been taking our time and just enjoying this, but if I had gone really hard there, I think I could have done a bucket in under like maybe 7 minutes. But it's only gonna last for so long, so we're just enjoying it, filming what we can. Comment below what you think of these huge blondes we've been picking here. They're pretty big. Double walled. You got a cluster of 23.
No, but there's two big ones underneath.
I know.
Right under there.
That one almost looks like fried chicken or something. My bucket's full, so I'm making a pile for Randy.
Hey, look at that, baby.
Okay, that's just silly. Look at that. Now I gotta try to carry this bucket.
Underfill them, Phil.
Okay, so that crazy spot was just over there. Now we're gonna work on this road, and right away, look at those.
Whoa, there's a big...
Randy's honker of the day. Randy's gonna cut through the green here up to the other road past the Y, and I'll finish this off because the ground has narrowed. It's kind of easier with one person. There's not as much burn. See, this side has almost no burn, and then this side there's just a little strip. Okay, here's a moose trail. I'm gonna follow this for a minute. Yeah, there's some burn. So it was only producing here. I got a quarter bucket right here. Went way down past the corner, around the corner. Nothing, like no mushrooms at all. Okay, so we did get enough to just finish off these 4 baskets at least. We'll pack these out to where we stashed the 2 baskets, put them on the pack, and then there's a little zone when we first came down from the truck that we've saved.
Legs are getting tired.
So 4 baskets on there. Gonna go walk back to the two in a little bit that we have stashed, strap them on, and then finish up here. It's a long hill. Okay, that's a big pack now. 6.5 on there. The top one's a half gear with the bag and then half mushrooms. And these are all blondes and grays, so they're heavier mushrooms. This is gonna be a heavy pack. But we're not going very far. I think it's just around the corner. We're gonna drop there and then bucket pick the remainder of this strip because the 2 buckets are empty. What do you think of these, eh? So I dropped the pack over there, and now we'll finish this strip. Oh wow.
They are in there.
So once we're done here, all I have to do is carry that pack up this hill here. It's not too far. Wasn't as many on this strip. Got about a half a bucket between us, but they were really good quality there. Good job, eh? Nice.
Blondies.
Okay. Before we move on, we're just going to quickly check up on this side of the road. Whoa. Look at that. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, here's part of our makeshift crew. We got Rex. In the back we got Roy from Italy. And then over here is Guy, one of the oldest, longest running morel and mushroom harvesters left in Canada. And then Randy picked back in the 80s together. It's time for our daily weigh-in. 13.13. 12.34, but that basket is super full. One's 11.06, 11.15, 10.12, 10.94. I mean, some of these are just so nice and they're huge. This basket in particular, huge grays. See, they didn't turn blonde. I mean, it's about as nice as it gets. Beauty. And then a basket and a half of conicas. Wow. Randy worked his ass off today, so good on him. He could get another good pick in before the season is done. He didn't have too many this season because he was injured and couldn't get out from camp the last fire, so he did awesome today. I'm stoked for him. There you go. That's our harvest today. In the dryer right now we have Rex's mushrooms from yesterday, and they're drying down pretty good. You can see some of them up here. These ones are 60% dried, I would say. And we put 110 pounds in there, and then ours will go in first thing in the morning, really early in the morning. Okay, the day is done. It was a good day. Those mushrooms were just very nice to pick. Most of the harvesting today was in about 4 or 5 hours, and then we had a bit of a slow period at the beginning and at the end. So I would say that probably 110 pounds, all the blondes and grays, that was in about 4 hours. That was really good. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. We document most of our mushroom seasons chronologically, and you can find that in the playlist tab on the homepage of our channel if you want to see different seasons. Drop a comment if you have any questions, I'll answer them when I can. And if you want to support us further, you can find our online shop in the description of the video. Wherever you are, have yourself a good one, and we'll see you next time.